Hi guys, what's up, Jason FIFA here, and welcome back to a brand new FIFA 19 FUT birthday player review on my channel. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be reviewing 90 rated Douglas Costa. Now it is a FUT birthday card as well, so EA have moved him from the left wing position to a cam central base position. Now I decided to play this guy in the striker position just because I thought it'd be a bit of fun. This guy can play cam, centre forward, striker. Probably not centre mid, I feel like is a bit too small, or maybe on the outside of a centre mid in the 3 centre mid formation, just because of his pace, and he could still be good at getting up and down the pitch. So now moving into some of the key in-game stats, he's got the 99 acceleration, the 96 sprint speed, the 90 long shots, 97 shot power, 91 curve, 97 agility. The strength isn't the greatest, nor is the finishing at 75, but once you do apply the correct chem style, those can be boosted up. And in the 5 matches I played with this card, he managed to get me 7 goals, what isn't a bad return for a striker. I played a few matches in division rivals and the gameplay was really laggy because a lot of people are on FIFA at the moment because of the hype around the new promo. And the reason he's expensive as well is just because, you know, he links to Ronaldo, he is Brazilian and potentially one of the best central base Brazilian cards. You know, you've got Talisca, you've got FUT birthday Coutinho, and you've got Casemiro of like a defensive midfielder, but apart from that there isn't really anyone too good. So that's why this Costa card is going for around 450 to 500,000 coins on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So guys, this has been the in-game stats. Now let's get into the highlights. So now moving into the highlights for 90 rated FUT birthday Douglas Costa. So the first pro I could find on this card was his pace. Now Douglas Costa is hands down one of the fastest players on FIFA 19. He has great acceleration, some of the best on the game if not the best, and then once he does reach that sprint speed of 96, this guy is unstoppable. He's just absolutely rapid and just so fast at beating defenders. Even if you're not the best at skills, unlike me, you can also just easily beat defenders by just flicking that right stick and sprinting. He's one of those players, sort of like FIFA 14, FIFA 15 Doumbia and Musa. He's one of those players you can just sprint and just beat whole teams just by using his pace. And then after that, the next pro I could find on this card was his shot power. Now this guy's shot power is absolutely insane. From free kicks, from long shots, from inside the box, this guy is able to generate so much power without hardly any backlift as well. Even if it's like surrounded by 4 or 5 players, he's still able to generate a load of power on his shots. And this is what I love about this card. Even if the finishing might not be the best at 75, he's able to generate so much power that sometimes it's too powerful for the keeper, and even if he does get a hand to it, it still goes into the net. And then after that, the final pro I could find on this card was his agility. Now let me say this now, Costa is the fastest scaler I've used so far on FIFA 19. Now as I've already said at the start of this video, this was in bad gameplay as well, so it was a bit laggy. There was speed up lag, you know, my connections between my opponents weren't the best, but still, even with all these things taken into consideration, he was able to perform skills so quickly, and he was just so fun to mess around with and just so fun to play with. And then moving into the cons now, the first con is his strengths. Now this is probably the biggest con of this card. Hopefully he gets maybe like a team of the season card. I'm not really too sure how good he's doing in the Calcium this season. But if he does get a team of the season card, maybe goes up to like 75 to 80 physical, then maybe the strength won't be a problem anymore. But at the moment, he just got pushed off the ball very easily. Sometimes though, he's able to use his pace sort of to budge around defenders rather than getting out strength. But occasionally you will get pushed off the ball, and in shoulder to shoulder battles, especially against the more higher physical, stronger defenders, Costa has no chance. And then after that, the final con I found on this card was his weak foot. Now his weak foot isn't the worst, but isn't the best. He's a 3-star weak foot, and he's just one of those players who he just doesn't touch the ball with his right foot. It's not like his right foot's even that bad, he just doesn't use it at all. I had a few chances with like a chip shot and I think a shot on his right foot that were on target, but I think they were cleared off the line or blocked. So his right foot doesn't seem the worst in the world, but when dribbling, he will always use that left foot. Never really touches it with his right foot. So some people may see that as a con, but for me personally, it isn't too bad. But I just thought if I didn't put his weak foot on there, I'd probably get comments saying, what about his 3-star weak foot? So it was the high, medium work race. Personally for me, not a problem at all. High-low maybe would be better, but he was always in the correct position for me. As well as that, he's one of these players who's just so fun to use. He's got some really good links to Ronaldo. And as I've already said, he probably is the best Brazilian cam on the game. So anyway guys, this has been the highlights. Now let's get into the overview. So now moving into the overview for 90 rated FUT Birthday Douglas Costa. So on the enjoyment scale, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. As I've already mentioned, this card is so fun to use. He has great agility, what for me personally is very important because I'm a skiller. So I like to use skill moves, and no one on this game is quicker at skilling than this Costa card. Competitiveness wise, again, pretty decent. The only thing that lets him down is the strength and the weak foot. Scaling, again, as I've already said, one of the best scalers on FIFA 19. Just so fun to use. Just no player can sort of accelerate out of skills as fast as Costa and perform them as fast as this Costa card. And then overall, I think a fair rating is a 9 out of 10. As I've already said already, the only thing that lets him down is the strength and the weak foot. But apart from that, if you're looking for a cam for around 500,000 coins for your Calci Way, or Serie A, whatever you call it these days, or Brazilian squad builder, I would recommend to go with Costa. I will also have a review around Coutinho and Promes coming out within the next few days. So if you did enjoy this video and want to see the Coutinho and Promes review, leave a like on this video. If you can hit 50 likes, I will try and get the video out by tomorrow. But anyway guys, thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in.